Welcome to my channel, All for Health with Jane. Family, the Senzo Meyiwa Trial is still on. On this video, I want us to talk about Senzo Meyiwa's SIM card that was swapped on the 27th of October 2014. This is the information that was revealed by Pinky Vaithalihem, who is the cell phone analyst from Vodacom, when she was on the witness stand. Pinky reveals that the day after Senzo was murdered, someone made a SIM swab using Senzo's number. And we all know that you can only do that if you have an ID of the person who owns that number. Indeed, this was done, and it is alleged that it was Kelly Khumalo who did this, because it was only Kelly who had Senzo's ID. Family, Pinky continues to say, after this number was SIM swapped, this number was used on the cell phone that was owned by the person with the name David Matula. The court doesn't tell us who David Matula is, but as we're doing our own research, there is a David Matula who is a former soccer player whom we suspect it might be, but family, this is still allegations because the court did not exactly tell us who David Matula is. Family, when Advocate Sibanda asks Pinky Vaithalihem that was there any evidence of David Matebula, whose number ended up with a 3899, was there any communication between this person and Kelly Khumalo? Then Pinky said yes, there were some communications, attempts of communications from David Matebula that happened on the 27th of October 2014, from the morning of that day, from 7:32, which is around 7:30 in the morning. Pinky said he sees communication from the number that is ending with 3899, which belongs to David Matebula. It called Kelly's number that ends with 4358, and it was on a voicemail. So the same day, at around 4:10, 16:08, the same day, the same number 3899 called Kelly's number 4358 again, and it was still on voicemail. At around 5:15 in the afternoon, the same number 3899 called 5358, and it was still on voicemail. Pinky continues to say, on 22 minutes past 5, the same number called 4358, and it was still on voicemail. 19:10, which is around 7:10 in the evening, 3899 number called Kelly Khumalo's 4358, and that number was still on voicemail. And the last time on that day, it was around 9:25, and at 5:10 in the evening, the number 3899 called Kelly's number 4358, and it was still on voicemail. So family, I'm trying to check here, why is this number always on voicemail? And according to Pinky, he says all in all, 8 calls were made from 3899 to 4358, and it only ranked from there. It showed that it was on voicemail. And according to Pinky, looking at the duration of those calls, it looks like David Matula left the voice messages. Family, remember, this is the first day where Senzo Meyiwa was murdered. He was only murdered yesterday. One may assume that obviously it was all over the place now, that this number, Senzo Meyiwa was murdered. Everyone who knew Senzo, obviously the first person to call would be Khumalo. So this is what I'm just assuming, to say maybe David Matebula, as one of the people who knew Senzo, wanted to know if indeed this happened and how did it happen and all that. Hence, he is persisted calling Kelly Khumalo's number. And again, I'm thinking this is the number on the phone that was taken by the police. Remember, there were phones that were taken by the police for their own investigations. So the reason why it was always on voicemail, it was with the police. Family, if maybe there is anywhere I am not correct, you are free to correct me. Let's discuss this. Okay. And then it says SIM swap. Senzo Meyiwa's SIM card was swapped. After being swapped, family, what happened is it was used on David Matebula's handset. I'm checking because the missed calls to Kelly's number happened on the 27th of October 2014, a day after Senzo was murdered. Pinky Vaithalihan says the following day after Senzo was murdered, a SIM swap was made, and that new card, the new number, or maybe another question, let me ask, why was this SIM swap made? Can it be maybe because Senzo's phone, Senzo's handset was taken by the police as well? So, and Kelly did the SIM swap while the phone was with the police. She did not have the phone with her. She did the SIM swap. So this is where I want our discussion to be, to say, why did Kelly do a SIM swap on Senzo Meyiwa's SIM card? Why didn't she do a SIM swap on her number? Because if both their phones were taken by the police, Kelly was supposed to do a SIM swap on her number, but instead she does a SIM swap on Senzo Meyiwa's number. This is where I need answers, but I do not know why did she do this. Hence I'm saying let's talk about it, family. In the comment section, let's talk. Tell me, why is it did she make a SIM swap on Senzo and not on her number? So family, before we comment, let's listen at Pinky Vaithalihan as she is presenting this.
Okay, are we all together? Okay, yeah. Yes, Mr. Spandit.
As a courtesy, my lord, can the witness be reminded that she's still under oath?
Yes, you are still.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ma'am, before we proceed to exhibit JJJ3, let us just revert back to exhibit JJ1 and 2, just to clarify certain aspects. specific, the annexure A that is attached to exhibit triple JJ 2, where you testified that a SIM swap was done.
Yes.
And you further testified that the phone number belonging to the deceased Senzo Meyiwa was inserted into a new device, a Nokia.
Yes.
Ngiyavuma ukuthi phone number lena ekamufi uSenzo Meyiwa yafakwa kumakhalekhukhwini omusha DF.
And evidence in this court was that that phone, that Nokia phone, at some stage, a phone number that was linked to David Matula was once inserted to that particular IMEI number. Do you have a comment on that?
Yes.
So the phone eyayibhaliswe ngoDavid Matula yayike yafakwa kuleyo unomakhalekhukhwini onaleyo IMEI number what year?
Can you proceed now to place the phone number on record?
072 149 3899.
Leyo number was 072149399.
Are you able to tell from the data that you have in front of you when did the phone number associated with David Matebula as well as that particular device were used together?
Uyakwazi yini ukuthi ubone kule data oyiphethe ukuthi le phone number yayiqhumene no David Matebula nalo makhalekhukhwini ezasifakwe ezasindawonye?
I don't have the data available for the number ending 3899.
But anginayo data yale phone le ephela ngo3899.
But from annexure A, are you able to tell that the number ending with 899 as well as the device, the Nokia device,
As per Annexure A, I can confirm that the IMEIs were related and used, yes.
Athi kuyabonakala la ukuthi leyo IMEI yake yasetshenziswa.
So, since we have established that number belonged or it was associated to David Matebula, did that number at any stage have any contact with any number associated with Kelly Khumalo?
Njengoba leyo number ke kuthiwa kuyasetshenziswa lapho kuyakubonakala yini ukuthi leyo number yake yathintana nenye yezinamba ekuthiwa ezikaKelly Khumalo?
Yes. If we look at exhibit triple J1 on page 1651, you will find the lower part of that page, 27th October 2014 at 7:32. The number ending 3899 called the number ending 4358, which was on voicemail.
Ke kuyabonakala lapha ukuthi ngomhla 27 ku-October 2014 ngo-7:32 le number lena ephelela ngo-3899 yathintana nenumber ewu-4358 eyatholakala iku-voicemail.
That duration lasted 6 seconds.
Bathi-ke bathintana imizuzu elingana eyisithupha.
If you move on to page 1653,
Masiya esikhasini lika-1653
still on the 27th of October
sekuya nomhla 27 October
at 1608,
thatha 1608
the number ending 3899
inumber le ephelela ngo-3899
called the number ending 4358,
yathintana nenumber ephela ngo-4358
which was on voicemail.
and yayi ku-voicemail.
That call lasted 7 seconds.
Lapho-ke kwaba imizuzwana eyisikhombisa.
Thereafter, at 1715,
Futhi-ke ngo-1715
another call was made from the number ending 3899
yake kwaba nokuthintana-ke kwakukhona ikhole esuka lapha kule number egcina ngo-3899
to the number ending 4358,
eya kule number ephela ngo-4358
which was still on voicemail,
yayiseku-voicemail na futhi
lasted 4 seconds.
ukuthi kwamizuzwana emine nje bo.
Round about 1722,
Ngesikhathi esika-1722
a similar activity took place.
kwenzeka nje lokho kunjengalokho kwenzekile.
That call lasted 14 seconds.
Lapho-ke kwahlala imizuzwana eyishumi nane.
Thereafter, a few seconds later, at 1722,
Emva kwemizuzwana nje mbalwa ngaso isikhathi sika-1722
3899
3899
called 4358,
wafonela 4358
which was still on voicemail.
eyiseku-voicemail futhi
That lasted 7
kwaba
seconds.
imizuzwana eyisikhombisa.
Towards the bottom of the page, at 1910,
Ngesikhathi esika-1910
3899
yona le number ephela ngo-3899
called 4358,
yafonela le number egcina ngo-4358
which remained on voicemail,
yayiseku-voicemail futhi.
and it lasted 17 seconds.
Futhi-ke yakwahlala u-17 kwemizuzwana nje 10.
Over to the next page, 1654.
Page 1654
There were two activities at 2125 and
2125 kwakukhona kwenzeka
and 2152,
nango-2152
3899
le number iphela ngo-3899
called 4358,
yafonela u-4358
which was still on voicemail,
yaseku-voicemail
and those calls lasted 6 and 7 seconds
kwaba imizuzwana
respectively.
eyisithupha nemizuzwana eyisikhombisa.
Thank you. And then, do you have any further comment regarding the seconds that were accumulated as a result of this attempt to call this phone number?
Ngakhona ngaphawula ngale mizuzwana le ebahlala eyathi meyifona lenye yahlala leyo mizuzwana.
Yes, from looking at the duration of those calls, it looks like voicemail messages were left.
Kuthiwa nje uma sibheka leyo mizuzwana le kuyakukhombisa ukuthi kukhona-ke umlayezo owashiwa efonini ngesikhathi-ke ufona engatholakali lo muntu.
And just please on record the total number of these call forwards.
There were 8 calls made.
But hayi eyisishiyagalombili ke amakholi enziwe.
Regarding the number ending with 3899, just want to clear up that we have not really confirmed the source of that phone number.
Yes, that is correct.
Athi ukuthi u-38 number 99 kwayikuphi leyo number hayi akukho okubonakalayo.
There we are, family. Let's talk in the comment section. Tell me, what do you think about this? Why did Kelly swab Senzo's SIM card instead of her SIM card? Because in my thinking, when people call, whoever is going to hear about this, when they call, they will call Kelly instead of calling Senzo. If you heard that a person has passed on, obviously you will call those who are close to this person. So, but instead we see Kelly swabbing Senzo's number and not her number. Family, let's talk about it in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. Please like it before you leave. Family, subscribe for my channel if you haven't done so yet. I love you, family. Thank you very much. Bye.